Never go to bed angry, even when you are right. Apologize for your harsh reaction and forgive one another. You'll wake up in a fresh relationship. 2, marriage is ordained for life by God and is foundational for family life. Therefore, Satan will seek to oppose marriage, telling you, A, you made a mistake because you were selfish. B, your wife is not submissive. Or your husband doesn't love you like Christ loves the church. C, you may think you made a mistake, but never forget, God knew and is sovereign over our lives. You can fill in the blanks. Don't try to change each other. This is a biggie. This is a biggie. I'm still learning. Rather leave that to God. Let God change you, and you will start to experience a renewed mind. You know, I always found this interesting. Jesus is talking in Matthew. He says, Peter says to Jesus, at that point, Peter got up the nerve to ask, Master, how many times do I forgive a brother or sister who hurts me? 7? Jesus replied, 7, hardly. Try 70 times 7. Well, what words always perplex me about this particular verse is I can count on probably one hand that any brethren had ever said, brother, please forgive me, I'm sorry. So I said, well, who's he talking about? It's your spouse. You're with them every day. Okay, they're the ones that the 70 times 7, which is really a figurative number. It means forever, okay? You always forgive. Whenever they come, whenever someone comes to us and asks for forgiveness, we should have the grace to give it to them. Marriage is God's laboratory where the doctrines we learn are tested. Did you realize that? Marriage is like a laboratory. What? Yeah, exactly. And when I say laboratory, anyone who's been to school and taken any of the science courses, there's always a laboratory. You get all the teaching and the blackboard stuff and the books, but you got to go to the lab and do these things. Well, we hear a lot of messages and everything, but marriage is our laboratory. That's where it's worked out, in the marriage. Okay, I'll be short here. Also, some advice you all realize. Laugh together and don't take everything so seriously. Are you serious? Husbands, surprise her with flowers often. I would say guilty as charged. What? I'm not out of the lab yet. Listen intently to each other and respect one another's feelings. We must trust in the Lord to keep our marriages and continually praise and thank Him for His faithfulness. We are heirs together of the grace of life. Never ask the question, if you had to do it all over again, would you still marry me? Don't ask it. It's a vain question. Just keep loving one another, because this is the end. This, in the end, is what counts.